How you doing, guys, and welcome to my review on Hustle, the Netflix original movie starring Adam Sandler, Queen Latifah, Ben Foster, Hendy Gardner, Juancho Hernan Gomez, Anthony Edwards, Robert Duvall, and Kenny the Jet Smith. And Adam Sandler also done the producing along with LeBron James as one of the many producers in this very fine sports drama. And the story is about after discovering a once in a lifetime phenomenal player with a rocky past aboard while scouting in Spain. And down on his luck, washed up basketball scout Stanley Sugarman, played by Adam Sandler, takes it upon himself to bring the phenom to America without his team's approval against the odds. They have one final shot to show they have what it takes to make it to the NBA. And this movie doesn't absolutely captivate it at the highest mountain. However, this didn't need to be. It's an easy layup to absorb the pleasure and it's a fun watch. Tremendous job by Kim Coleman, who was the casting director in this very fine sports drama. Very good job. Will Feathers, known for writing an Oscar acclaimed music drama, A Star is Born, did a great job doing the screenplay. The writing in this film was very compelling. The storytelling was easy to catch on. It produced with very good, intriguing plot and structure of the story. Not only just putting a spotlight on Adam Sandler, but putting the spotlight on all the characters and actions take place in the basketball industry behind the playing court. This is not a true story based on a singular experience. I love how this presents an authentic look at the life of a professional basketball scout. Like, you understand all the aspects that happen behind the basketball court, understand the scouting around the globe, find prospect, invite and train for the NBA combine, then eventually go into the draft process to become the NBA player. If you're a basketball fan, definitely this is a great consuming fun view. And of course, this film featured so many real life NBA star players like Tyrese Maxey, Tobias Harris, Chris Middleton, Kyle Lowry, Trae Young, Seth Curry, Dirk Nowitzki, Luka Doncic, Allen Iverson, Dr. J, Julius Erving, and many other known NBA players, along with appearances from TNT's Inside the NBA crew. Brad Stevens, former coach of the Boston Celtics, now he's in the front office. Mark Jackson, great NBA player, now he's the analyst for the ESPN on the NBA. Doc Rivers, just a star-studded cast all around. And the comedy level in this movie is, I would say, it's mild or maybe a more moderate at best. I like when Stanley using the Translate app to speak with Bo Cruz, played by Juancho Hernan Gomez, in the bus. I thought that was very funny. How about when he interacted in front of his apartment and called this particular NBA superstar? He's a Hall of Fame player. I thought that was pretty funny. And I like how the characters all around this movie, I thought very, very intriguing. Not just Adam Sandler, like Queen Latifah, who plays Stanley's wife. I kind of anticipated she was going to be more antagonistic and their marriage could fall apart in this movie. Thought the two had each other and supportive to one another, despite the two got into a good amount of feud at times, but not so nasty. There were some fine argument and disagreements. I thought that was very, very fine with it. Robert Duvall, who played Red Merrick, who's the owner of the Sixers, very, very short-sighted in this one, so kind of disappointed with that part. Vince Merrick, who is Rex's son, played by Ben Foster, like, he was kind of the antagonistic character in this movie and appoints Stanley to be the scout after he became the assistant coach by Rex. Vin wants to put his fingerprints on everything, like some dirty stuff, like nonsensical stuff. He did trading the Philadelphia 76ers star players. Like, are you serious? I mean, that was crazy. And Leon Rich, played by Kenny the Jet Smith, was a sports agent, Stanley's friend. I thought he was very, very good. He's very opportunistic in timely manner when it matters the most. I like Kenny the Jet Smith's character in this one. And Bo Cruz, Juancho Hernan Gomez, who played that character, who had a fantastic ability and wingspan. He's very quick. However, his whenever he gets into his head, he gets rattled by somebody else. He loses his composure, had a bad history in the past that sets him off, and really, he's talented but needed to build up his mental toughness, which Stanley, who's the one who needs to get help, him, and prepare for. And Kermit was Anthony Edwards, who is a star player, first year star player, who's going to be a big time star player for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He played Bo Cruz's rival, like the potential number 2 overall pick in the NBA draft in this film. He's a killer guy. He's a killer guy. He's a trash talker. He's do everything he can to get underneath the skin of Bo Cruz and annoy and offend him and rattle Bo's emotion and his sensitivity. The one thing that I kind of noticed Kermit Willett's character was that the real Anthony Edwards drafted from Georgia. In this movie, he was drafted by that very, very known school. I was like, okay, I got it. I was like, huh. Then you get into Adam Sandler's character, Stanley Sugarman, who was a basketball scout for the Philadelphia 76ers. He's very wary but very dedicated. Work his tail off. He takes the game seriously. Invests and sacrifices a lot of time for what he has spent time going around the countries to search for prospect. I like how he takes Bo upon himself to have him ready and trying to earn a shot and potentially be successful in the NBA. Stanley coaches a tough love mentor kind of attitude because Bo's weakness is his sensitivity. So in order to build this mental toughness, he has to strengthen not just all the basketball skills, but all his endurance, discipline, and poise. His dedication was at the high level, and it's so enjoyable to watch. He does everything. Adam Sandler deserves so much praise, and he put together a great performance in this one. He really did, and I like how both train in this movie. Like, it felt like watching Rocky, not from the perspective of like the basketball player in this movie. Like in Rocky, Sylvester Stallone was the star who had the main spotlight. This one was opposite. This time, the scout, Adam Sandler, was like the Rocky, and Bo Cruz was the guy who Adam Sandler was trying to train, his character trying to train. I like that different dynamic. Not entirely of this movie was Rocky, but when the both training and get ready for the NBA Combine and all the drafts and everything, that part of the sequence entirety felt like Rocky for like, I don't know, 30 minutes or so. I kind of like how that sequence presented and felt like watching Rocky. And in the movie, Stanley had an injured hand on his left hand. He explained that why after Bo and Stanley got into a heated argument when everybody in the media announced to the public about Bo's violent past, Stanley shared his mistake and regrets. I thought that moment was very thoughtful, moving, settling, much needed honesty and confession from Stanley to calm and understand the situation. Or even after during the combine where Bo got rattled by Kermit Willets and he talked to his mom after the combine, and I thought that was a very, very kind of dispute the situation and settle it down. And the final sequences, I thought it was gonna be over in like kind of disappointing fashion. It's gonna be, oh, that's how it ends. Like, instead, it was heartwarming ending. Like, it's very inspiring ending. It was like, oh, finally got this opportunity. I thought that was very nice. The edit outs on that final like sequence and ending, maybe it's a little bit of questioning. Maybe they shouldn't edit out that little part. They should have showed that part. So I think the edit outs in this movie might have kind of take a toll, or like shouldn't have done, or maybe do a better job editing. So I rate this movie a solid 4 star. It creates good enough diversion. The filmmaking craft overall was very fun with intriguing writing. Even there are some edit outs, maybe the film shouldn't have cut it off. Despite this film being R rated for language, the language level in this movie was moderate at best. It's not so nasty at all. As long as you have a good parent guiding, it's a good consuming view. By and all, this film is universally appealing, it's motivational, hard commitment, inspiring. Adam Sandler deserves so much praise. He really does. And if you're a basketball fan, if you're a big basketball fan, you're gonna like this film. You're gonna very like this film and really enjoy this film. So that's my review on the Netflix original movie Hustle. What do you think about it? Stay tuned for the next video. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.